Yo Rana, and welcome to FM Tahiti. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for joining me this video. This video is all about, well, to begin with, it's all about new faces in a couple of different ways. So the first way is because we've got a new youth intake, and the second way is because what I've done is I've subscribed to at Chilled Moose's Patreon for getting the face packs that they do, the kind of computer generated kind of art, I guess it is really, that they've done. It didn't cost particularly much to subscribe. Managed to get a set of faces, and then from those faces there's a little bit of trickery you can do to kind of add them into the game and have them randomly assigned to all players that are new gens, essentially. So players who aren't already existing in the database will get assigned one of these kind of faces. So now the team's got a look. So I'm going to show you what everyone looks like. I'm going to show you what the youth intake looks like. That's probably going to be it for this video, just to keep it nice and sort of sweet. Just a quick recap before we get into that. Schedule-wise, this is where we've kind of been. So the last lot of videos was about the O League. We came back and we beat Papite 2-1. So Vakatapu and Tahoni scoring in the league. Then we beat Skybrights 1-0 with Tahiti getting the penalty. Too bad. Then we lost on penalties against the Eels in the Inter-Island Cup, so that's us out for the second year kind of running. So no silverware there. The O League and the league are going to be our best bets. And then we played the Humpbacks, and it was a really good match actually. I kind of wish I'd come back for that. We lost 3-2, and we had Tautuiaki and Tahoni scoring as well, but they managed to get an 87th minute winner, which was a bit depressing. But league-wise, this kind of puts us in third, got a game in hand over second place, although we can't overtake them even if we do win it. The 24s played 46 points, 4 off second, 5 off first, and schedule-wise we've only got 4 games left. There's only 12 league points left. That's against Hitiraa, Mauti, Tupai and Taha. So if we look at the league again, Hitiraa up here, Taha and Tupai down here, and Mauti there. So we've kind of basically got top of the table going for the title, which will be a key match, and then we get a kind of upper mid-table teams to play. We'll come back for those. We'll have a couple of episodes for the end of the season to see if we can push on for the title. Let's have a look at these players. So remember, it's only if they are essentially a new player, one who doesn't already exist, which is most of the players in this league. So there we have it. Mohamed Sarfraz. These are all randomly assigned, so it doesn't take into account things like age or ethnicity. It just randomly gives them one of the pictures. And what happens is, if you don't like the picture they're given, again with a little bit of manipulating the config file and graphics folder, you can assign them a picture you think's better if you wanted to. But I've left it all as the random ones for the moment. So this is Sarfraz. Kind of fits with these 27 years old. Much better than the actual new gen ones that the game itself creates. And then we've got Rick Senetulu. So one of our young players, again 17, kind of fits in much better. We've got Tamalita Talia Uli, who is our left sort of youth defender who dwells on the ball a bit. Again, doesn't quite look 17, but it's much better still than the originals. You've got Tautuiaki, looks a little bit older than his 20 years, but it's the severe haircut that's what's doing it. Tahoni's a real player. He already existed in the database, so he gets no picture. We've got Tong Gamana, one of my favourite players at the moment. Tavita Tualau, 6'6", striker, target man, but we're playing him just behind the strikes at the moment. I think the picture's fitting. It works for him. This is kind of what I would imagine him looking like, actually. Olivetti Tuafangaloka, a bit weird looking. Not in that it looks bad, but just that he looks a little creepy, to be honest. Uatahi Penny Vakatapu is our 6'7" striker. Then we've got Vea, very impressive beard for a 17-year-old. But just to point out, that happened anyway with your new gens. The way it was generated, at least now they look good when it happens. Then we've got Vea Kite, one of our kind of star youth intakes from last year, apparently. Jordan Esaku, Fat Apoi, who has had a very tough 17 years by the look of things. Apula, Bunaki, Honey, Alvin Morris, Soalessi Moavesi, Stéphane Parmentier, who plays in defence for us, Adrian Renard, Lenny Riviera. So this is, I think, from one of the earlier faces that Laura, or Chilled Moose, formerly What the Fork Gaming, made. So you can tell there's a bit of difference in some of the styles and the way some of them are presented. And when you go to the Patreon and you subscribe, you get access to kind of like the mega pack and the recent packs, and every month more are released and you get access to those ones from your point of subscription onwards. But you can just subscribe for a month. Essentially, you're making a donation by doing that, and use the pictures from that month and come back later on if you want to top up. So that's our main kind of squad. Hopefully you agree they all look better, and it kind of adds a lot to the game for me. There's some players now that I want to play because I think they look cooler than they did when they were just using the normal ones. But that's only half what we're looking at here. So those are our new faces for our old team. Let's have a look now at our youth intake. So let's see what they said. So again, we've got the standard whisper it quietly, but it could be a golden generation. And they're picking out Tavita Afat Apoi as the diamond in the sort of strong group of players. A couple of players have been just mentally sort of shaped by the assistant manager. Again, the staff get these pictures as well. So anyone who's new, not just the players, will get this. Which means actually we've got some rival managers now in the game who've got faces, which kind of again really adds to the depth of it. As his personality is light-hearted, so it means he's created a few light-hearted players for us, which isn't exactly what we wanted. But we'll go to the Dev Centre. Let's have a look at youth candidates. So Tavita at that point, let's have a look at him first. 6'4", so he fits the physical side of it, at the very least. Attack midfielder centre, which we do use. He doesn't look like he's particularly stand out or special, but it's big, actually quite physical. He'll do. You might notice that there's some faces that look like they've come up a few times. Some of the faces are quite similar, but some of them are also duplicates, because to create the random assignment, obviously there are more new gens potentially than there would be faces. So I think even with the mega pack I've got about 1,000 faces or unique faces in there. And then to get this duplication idea to work, and there's a PDF about it on Twitter that Chilled Moose has linked to get it to work, you've got to put 14,000 faces in there, or 14,256, which means you have to kind of duplicate some of them. The idea is it will spread them out randomly amongst players, so you won't get too many players with the exact same one going through, so it adds a bit of variety. So that's what I think. He's got a very similar face to one of our other players. So it's already ordered it by potential. Let's stick with that. So he's not actually been put at the top in comparison. It's just that he's the standout player because he's got the best current ability. So you've got Tua Kilmartin, good name. Central midfielder. We might have to retrain him, but he looks good. Good mentals, some standout physicals, good passing. He says he can play attacking midfield as well here, so we might just stick with that. Sion to allow right winger. We'll give him a go. Tavita, who we just looked at. So Alessi Malafu. He doesn't look like a great striker, to be honest, does he? He's not pressing forward defend, which is a nice role, but we'll move on. Peter Kilmartin. He looks like a happy guy, doesn't he? See, already I want to sign him just because that's the face I would be fine with sort of showing up on the highlights. Is he related to the other Kilmartin? Sometimes it happens. Sinalau Fanua. Again, he doesn't look great, does he? Licky Licky, I believe is his name. It's a good name, so he'll get signed up no matter what. Army, he looks okay. Quite a few ones here for the technical side. Tukataha, nah. Fine Tahi, it's a good name. He can dribble and he can finish, but not much else. Kelapi Fatapoi, nope. Tavita Hafoka, he could be alright maybe. Falapula, he looks like he might be quite good. Got the aggression, the teamwork, the work rate, determination. We kind of need. He's 5'3" though, he's a bit of a midget. Akasina, left back, so we'll always sign him no matter what. Likurna, left midfielders again, will get signed even though he doesn't look that great. And another Likurna. Yeah, both Likurnas. Villamil Likurna, 6'5". Impressive facial hair for a 16-year-old. What we're going to do is we're going to sign all of these players anyway, just so we can add them to the kind of Bass Islands international pool. Also, you can see there, manager of Bass Islands is Tavita Malafu. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign all of these up, and then the next episode is going to be us playing in the early. But I just wanted to show off the face pack, really, and the youth intake appeared, so it was a good time to kind of do that. If we just look at other players hanging around, you can see them in the other teams too. So you've got Martinez, who's the top goal scorer, Andy Valette, who's second highest top goal scorer, Emile Paris in third, Remy Delvinier, the attacking midfielder winger for Hitiraa, Laurent Caron. It just adds so much to the game. Who's this guy? Marc Bobichon. Again, that is the same face as this one. I think it's just the look of the draw in some cases where we've got the same faces. If we ended up with too many replications, say in our team or something like that, I can just alter the file and change them. So this is just using the random function, nothing altered. It's entirely possible just to go back and make alterations if you need to. But it's added a new dimension to a lot of the squads and things like that. Make a big difference to see these kind of different players on the Tahitian side and stuff like that. Just fleshes it out a bit. So yeah, well worth getting, I think. I think I went for the gold tier subscription to get as many pictures as I could. I've just looked at the receipt for it, and it's the equivalent of about £10 for the month. And then it'll renew for next month, and I'll get access to the next lot of pictures. I probably won't subscribe all the way through because I've got enough pictures for the moment. I'll probably just come back and subscribe intermittently throughout the year to get a few more pictures here and there, and top up when I think I need a top up. But yeah, sorry there's no matches for this one. There will be in the next episode. I just wanted to show off how much prettier the game looks now. So thanks very much, and I'll see you later for the next episode.